Right around a month ago, I bought this very beautiful 2000 Honda Civic Si to turn into a full-on drag build. With only 2 racing events left in the year, I decided to put in a high comp engine and run nitrous. Now this setup should be good for a high 10-second pass. I just raced the first event, and if you guys didn't see, my fastest pass was a mid 12-second pass. Now I'm getting ready to race the second event, and before I head out, I need to fix all the issues with the car. As of right now, second gear is completely gone. We physically do not have a second gear, which of course you need. And then our clutch. The master cylinder is still leaking, so after you drive the car for a bit, it starts to lose pressure, which also makes it nearly impossible to drive. Let's get this thing on the lift, get all of the issues fixed, head back to the track, and prove that this car is as fast as I think it is. A mid to high 10-second car. Looking at the gear oil, it's got to be a very, very simple issue, as the gear oil literally looks brand new. No joke guys, 25 minutes later, the transmission is on the ground and we are ready to tear it down, see what is going on. This right here is everything I had to pull out to get the transmission out of the car. 1 axle, bell housing bolts, and some gear oil. To get this transmission torn down, we're gonna have to remove the shift selector, shifter cable mount, all of the bolts holding the 2 cases together, and then under this cap right here, there is a circlip. As soon as all that is removed, this thing will be apart. We have found the damage. Look at that right there. You guys ready for the full damage report? Here it is. This here is second gear. You can see it's completely rounded off where the slider engages. So that's why second gear doesn't work. And then on the input stack, the 5.6 synchros are gone. The 5.6 hub is gone. 3.4 synchros are gone. And 3.4 hub is also destroyed. All the gears besides second is good. And all the synchros are shot. As I'm waiting on all of the parts to fix the transmission, let's repair everything else that's wrong with the car. The master cylinder was leaking, so I went ahead and picked up a K-tuned clutch master with a billet reservoir. This guy here is going to take care of the clutch issues with the car. And I also picked up a new K-tuned shifter assembly. The shifter that's in the car is an eBay special. It's actually a K-tuned knockoff. It has K-tuned engraved in the knob, but that thing is absolutely trash. I already have a set of actual K-tuned cables in the car, so let's go ahead and install this beautiful K-tuned race shift box assembly. The new K-tune shifter is installed. The best part so far is now I no longer punch the dash. With the old China shifter, every time I'd do first, third, or fifth, punching the dash every single time. Now I did also pick up a lockout. This is a 5th, 6th in reverse lockout, specifically built for the drag strip. Let's go ahead and get this guy installed. So here's the lockout. Basically how it works is if we want to lock out 5th, 6th, or reverse, push it that way, clip it up, that rod comes out and prevents this from coming back. Here we have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. As you can see, when we try to go to 5th, we cannot. If we want to go to 5th on the street, or of course reverse or anything, all you have to do, clip that down, and there's 5th and reverse. Next up, let's get the clutch system fixed by replacing the leaky OEM master with the new K-tune master and the billet reservoir, which will replace that. We were supposed to race this car tonight. Now tracking shows the mailman came here, said I wasn't here, didn't deliver our package, which has all the parts for our transmission build. So now we have to wait till next race day, which is next weekend. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and fix something that really bugs me with this transmission, and it is the coating on this thing. The casing is straight up rattle canned, and it's all flaking off. It's all sticky and gooey and just disgusting. I'm gonna go ahead, strip it, get it all cleaned up, Cerakote the cases, and they will be brand new looking. I wasn't gonna do this. Again, I'm not trying to make this car perfect like that Jimmy over there, but even trying to work with these disgusting cases is kind of a pain. Let me show you guys why painting stuff like this is not the right move, at least rattle can. If it was like a base clear 2K, maybe. But why do that when you can Cerakote it? So this is brake cleaner. This is what you'd use to clean, say, the gasket sealing surface before you apply RTV, so it's nice and clean. If you get a little bit of this on your paint, watch what happens. It literally just wipes off. And then your whole freaking transmission case looks like garbage. See that? No good. One other thing I did recently that I didn't really feel was the right way of doing things was a week ago when I had to go to this different shift selector. There's a different mounting pattern. So 2 of the holes line up, 2 didn't. I only drilled and tapped 1 hole. I'm gonna go ahead and do it right. I need to drill and tap another hole. So this thing can be bolted down with all 4 bolts. After the casing comes out of the stripper tank, it's completely bare, but it's very corroded. Could we coat over this? Probably. Is it the right way to do things? Not in my opinion. We're gonna go ahead and sandblast them before we Cerakote. The cases are blasted. I did bolt them together for the coating and baking process of the Cerakote. And this here is the color of choice. Satin aluminum, it's an oven cure. They have both oven and air cure. The air cure is nice, but I'm trying to get this thing assembled as soon as possible. So after 2 hours in the oven, the Cerakote is cured and we are ready to assemble. 18 parts of the part A to 1 part of part B. Now I usually use a food scale, but that broke. So we're gonna use this. It's not gonna be nearly as accurate, but I know I can get it very, very close. It doesn't have to be exact. More or less of the part B changes the gloss level of the Cerakote. I'm gonna aim for as close to 18:1 as possible. If it's 20:1 or 22:1, for example, the coating will still adhere properly. It'll just have a little bit different of a sheen to it. I said I wasn't gonna make that clunker perfect. Here I am making the transmission perfect. 2 hours in the oven at 250 degrees. Pull it out, let it cool down, and the Cerakote will be fully cured. If you want to pick up some Cerakote for yourself, I would highly recommend it for stuff like this. I'll go ahead and link it down below. Again, this here is H151 satin aluminum. The package has finally arrived. So this is what a hub is supposed to look like. This is the 3/4 hub, and that is what mine looks like. This is what the engagement teeth should look like for where it grabs the slider, and that is what mine look like. Also doing all new carbon synchros. OEM gears, OEM LSD, Cerakote carbon synchros. And if you're wondering why I'm not doing an upgraded gear set on this transmission, this car is front wheel drive. We're building a front wheel drive transmission. Long term, next year, or maybe this winter, when this car goes full drag, it's gonna be an all wheel drive car. And the all wheel drive transmission will either be a sequential or an H pattern dog box. Let's go ahead and knock out the countershaft stack first. It is now time for assembly. We have the cases freshly refinished in Cerakote. Input, counter, diff, all freshly rebuilt. It is time for assembly. Here it is, transmission is complete and ready to go back in the car. Now earlier I showed you guys how quickly brake cleaner ate the paint. Now let's see if it destroys the Cerakote. You see what I mean? That's why I love Cerakote. I'm gonna see how quickly I can get the fresh transmission back into the EM1 car running. I feel like this is the easiest car in the world to work on. So here's the current state. Engine is in, that one motor mount is on, and that's it. Of course, no transmission. Here is the transmission itself. Throw out bearing is already installed. How quickly can we go from this state here to the first start? Okay, it is currently 4:59. Just hit 5 o'clock. Let's get started. I wanna do it in 30 minutes. There it is, 50 minutes. 51 minutes to be exact. Slower than I wanted, ran into a few little issues, but it's complete, ready to drive. There she is. Let's go on a rip. You know what, first, I do need to bleed the clutch system, as we did install the new K-Tune Master. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any air left, so I'll hop in and give her a feel. Ready? Dude, it feels so nice. It's so just like this new shifter. As you can see, it looks a lot better too. It feels so good. Wow. Oh, buddy. I'm gonna run an 8-second quarter mile now. So every time you do a new mod or a new part on your Honda, it's mandatory to do a pull. So we got a new transmission, a new shifter, a new clutch master, and probably gonna be a new wipe after Bobby yells at me. Something popped off. This is why you test.
Why would it pop off?
There's a little clip there, it could have broke. So on and so forth. I had to go manually engage gear with Bobby on the clutch. Now Bobby can't take her foot off the clutch.
Honey, can you check the way I moved that accident?
Dude, it's not connected. So, I don't know what gear we're in. If you stall it, it's fine. Just hammer down. Oh wait, no, we're good. I can just put the clutch in, start it, and take off. We're good. You don't gotta drive.
Okay. Good.
I know you wanted to. Yeah, that'd have been pretty rough for you. That's third or fourth, probably third. Alright, we're good now. So this thing is ready to go. Next track day is this Friday, so here in a few days. I'm hoping we can get her to shift properly like I just did on the street without her braking like it just did. But the new trans is perfect. The new clutch, master, and the new shifter was a freaking game changer. That shifter's crispy. Here in a few days, hitting the track, 200 shot. My previous goal was a high 9 or high 10s. I'll just keep that goal. That's a good goal for this car. It's aggressive. I'll be able to get in the 11s easily if it'll shift. High 10s. Maybe if I lose some weight or if Bobby drives. The end.
Time to go hit a bucket of balls.